Hello, my name is Vikram, and this is my project, which is the Marble Music Machine. This is my second milestone. So since my first milestone, I added a case for my buttons and a case for my Arduino and my breadboard, so all the cables are contained inside. You can see the milestone 1 video for a demo on the buttons, but that's what's there for now. The main part of milestone 2 is this part over here, which contains the dropping mechanism for the marbles. So it sets up the marbles directly above the keys, and as the marble falls, it will play the note. The second part is up here, which is the actual distribution mechanism. The marbles will come from the top up here, and they will get spread out into these channels. The pieces of paper and the hot glue are simply to, make sure the marbles don't go in the same path every time, so that they actually go through to all of the channels. Some challenges of this project were definitely the 3D printing. This entire part was 3D printed. It took a really long time to 3D print. Originally, it was going to be much longer. I had to shorten it. So that was definitely a challenge, making sure it was 3D printed on time. Another big challenge was getting this to work. So as you can see, it's actually coming off a little bit in the front here. Getting the acrylic to stick to the balsa wood is a big challenge. You can see I've put some rubber bands to try to fix that. That was also a big challenge there. Now I will give you a little demonstration. So in the final project, you can see there are wires underneath in the servo here. Those will all be connected to the Arduino. Essentially, I talked about this in my first milestone video as well, but you finish pressing the buttons and it will record that message and it will send it over to the respective servos, which will release the marbles. So right now, if I put a marble up here, you can see it's being blocked by a mechanism up here. But as soon as it opens up, it'll drop into this chute, which will, and then it will drop into here and it will roll on down. And then of course, if we put it in a different chute, it will do the same thing and roll down. Now, during the actual playing, I have 15 different servos. All of the servos will be able to be activated at once or at different times, and it will be able to play a nice song. So my next steps for this are my milestone 3 is to add a lift that actually brings the marbles to the top so that I don't have to collect them each time and bring them back to the top. And I will also be sort of refining some of the stuff. This here is not aligned with the actual dispensing mechanism, so I really do need to align that. I'll just be polishing up some final things, and that's really mainly it. I really need to connect these servos, make a longer wire for them, and finish up the cabling and make things all neat and tidy. But we'll see what happens in milestone 3.